Hi, I'm John with Launch, Small Business Legal Solutions Done Differently. I thought I'd talk a little bit about some risks to watch out for with LLCs. I get a lot of questions about setting up LLCs, and there's a few things to be aware of. Make sure you can avoid some risks before they become problems for you down the road. So here we go. Watch out for these few things. One, failing to create an operating agreement. Doesn't matter if you're a single member LLC or you've got multiple members. You got to set up an operating agreement. It helps protect you, helps limit your personal liability. And if there's multiple members, it helps sort of set up how it's going to run, roles, responsibilities, ownership, etc. Mixing personal and business finances. It's way more common than people realize. It's pretty straightforward. Don't mix your business finances with your personal finances. You can't use the business funds to do whatever you want personally. Keep them separate and keep proper books. So neglecting to deal with compliance requirements is another one. It's extremely common for me to run across companies who've just forgotten to pay their annual fee to the State Corporation Commission in Virginia and whatever other state may have a similar setup or agency. You've got to pay typically some fees to keep your LLC in good standing. Don't overlook doing that. They will shut down your LLC, and then you're back to being personally liable for everything the business does. Whole thing you're trying to avoid. Not getting the proper licensing or permitting. Most places require some sort of business license. You want to check into that, make sure you're setting it all up correctly. And then you want to make sure that you know who your registered agent is and that that person's sending you the proper paperwork as they receive it. Lots of times people are using third-party companies as a registered agent, or they've got an old registered agent on file, so they're not getting the documents in the mail that the government agencies are sending out, and potentially missing out on filings and service of lawsuits should any come up. So you really want to pay attention to that. Make sure you're getting all the proper information. And finally, ignoring proper record keeping. So again, plays a little bit into the compliance and financial part of it. Separate books for your LLC. Make sure you're tracking all that. Make sure they're detailed, can easily show that the company has its own financial setup. You want to make sure that you're keeping a corporate book or corporate record book that sort of documents major company decisions, meetings you may have, those types of things. It's got your operating agreement in there as well. So a few things that are simple to take care of, but can go a long way in making sure your company doesn't run into some unnecessary risk when you're starting and managing your LLC.